Good evening and welcome to our weekly travel training. My name is Marcia Lashley and I am an ambassador with InteleTravel. I am here to help share my knowledge in travel with you guys and help you guys to grow your travel business, okay? I mentioned before, asked you guys to be patient with me. I had some issues with my presentation that I usually share with you guys, and so don't have it today, so I had to rebuild. And so let's go. You can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Can someone send me a message to let me know that you're seeing my screen in the text? Well, this is pretty much how we're going to start. You guys basically, most of you guys have already been on YouTube. You've seen the basics in the training. So I wanted to just gather some information that will propel you and help you, thanks Doc, help you through with your, get started really fast with your travel business. So we always recommend that the first thing you do is go to InteleTravel University and complete the Dream Makers, the Vacation Builders, and the Travel Genius. They also have the InteleTravel Ambassador, which once you've completed your Dream Makers and Vacation Builders and you're at least making at least $2,000 in commissions for the year, you can then apply to for your Travel Ambassador, which it's a lot of fun, a lot of first scene for advanced information, but it's a lot of commitment as well, so you have to be prepared. And I'm going to help you guys, hopefully in training, I'll help you guys to prepare by sharing some things with you. We also have the Partner Education and Suppliers course, which you guys, if you spend some time in this area, it will really give you a better understanding of your travel business, and then you'll be able to have the confidence to go out there and launch your business and sell your travel and make your commissions, okay? So we also, in the Partner Education, there's also special interest courses that you can go in there and browse. There's CLIA in there. You can sign up for CLIA in there as well. Disney, Wow University, all of these different suppliers are all in there. So take some time to go in there, sign up with them, get the education. It will help you build your confidence. And if you think you can sell a little bit of travel, which I know everyone on this line, you have a sense of confidence because you're here. That's why you invested in travel, right? So you know that you can travel, you book travel. You probably have booked travel for your friends and family in the past. So now you're in an arena where you have all the access to all the education, where there are travel agents out there who have to spend $230, $250, $290 per course, okay? So we have Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Princess Cruise, Cunard, all these different cruise lines. All of them we have access to. All the suppliers, all the hotels, you know, we have access to all of them, Marriott, Disney, all of these suppliers that we have access to at no extra cost. So my advice to you would be do what I did. My first year when I first got started with my travel business, the first 6 months of my business, I booked travel. I booked a lot of travel, but I spent my time wisely. I invested my time while I was homeschooling my son. I was on my computer homeschooling myself as well. Wow University and Disney and all these different suppliers, and so that's where I gained even more knowledge. Even though I had previous knowledge of the industry, I didn't have travel agent posture, travel agent how we interact with suppliers. I didn't have that. I was coming from the other side, so I had to learn all of that, and this is where I learned it right here. InteleTravel University, the Partner Education and the supplier courses, I dove in. I got Travel Agent Academy in there, Travel Agent University in there, Travel Agent Institute. If you want to go pay for some courses, you can. It's all in there. But there's so much information, and I just want you guys to take some time to just go into the Partner Education and InteleTravel University and just spend some time in there educating yourself, and then you'll be able to function better in your travel business. The preferred partners, suppliers. The reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because I see a lot of posts on social media, and it's always a travel agent asking what suppliers to use for what? For whatever travel, whether it's a cruise or whether it's a vacation, wherever, what's a specific destination. Well, if you take some time to go into your preferred travel partners, which we all have access to in our back office, or you can actually have, I have a physical one, it's probably still in my bag, that you can actually pull out and pull up. There's the actual table of content here that gives you a breakdown of all the suppliers. And once you go to the supplier, you can see what they cater to, what destinations they cater to, what hotels they cater to. And then you'll have an idea of where you want to send your clients. Remember, your clients are depending on you to place them in this, wherever it is that they have in their heads. Some of them know, and some of them just don't know. So you have to be creative. We have the access for you here. So once you go in there, you can find a supplier, and then you'll be able to select one of the suppliers. I know it's kind of a little cloudy, but bear with me, guys. I'm working on it. Hopefully next week I'll have my software back to functioning. But you can go to Google Travel, Apple Vacations, all of them. They're there. You can go to page 10, page 18, pull up their information. They'll see most of their popular suppliers that they have, the business development manager information, your commissions, a little write-up about the company and who they cater to mostly. So these are information. This is good information that you need. So you should have your preferred partner directory with you. It's a great tool, and it gives you confidence because then you can reach into it if you're having a conversation with someone, and it's just a general conversation and you want to prove something to them because you're a travel agent and they're not. And you can tap into your book and pull up certain suppliers and say, well, this, I have so-and-so and I can book so-and-so, or whatever the case may be. But you can also find information for your clients, the best places for them to go and experience the world with the preferred partners. Another reason why you want to use the preferred partners directory is because they're preferred partners, which means that as travel agents with InteleTravel, and because their partnership with InteleTravel, they will go to bat for you quicker and faster and more than you just going out there and booking and then register your booking. So when you choose a preferred partner over the other partners that are not preferred, you get higher commissions, and you have advocate for your clients. And then, of course, InteleTravel being a liaison with the suppliers will help to make sure that everything is going smooth with your clients. Let's say maybe your clients went on a trip, and the trip is not what you thought because the supplier never notified you that they had construction or whatever they had going on, and your client went there and experienced that and calls you and says, Susan, I don't know what happened, but this hotel is a really nice hotel, but I have this awful construction noise or whatever, and you as a travel agent, because they were our preferred partners, you can now contact our preferred partners along with InteleTravel, and they will work their magic to make sure that your client is accommodated, whether it's a free upgrade at no extra cost, in addition to little perks or whatever it is that they can provide to help make your client stay. They will go to bat for you. The non-preferred partners will not. So you want to choose the preferred partners first. You want to go look into the preferred partners directory before you go elsewhere, okay? Just a tip. And so where can you find it? You can find the preferred partners in your book travel tab. Scroll down to preferred partners, or you can scroll all the way down to the bottom of your dashboard, and you'll see preferred partners there. And you can select. You'll see the PDF there, and you can select it. And also, there's also a list for you new agents. I always have to mention this because there's a sensitive area in this form that I should bring to your attention. So this is pretty much a suppliers list that we have with all of their contact information, where below you can see the individual registration. So all these you can pretty much register yourself. You can click on the link, and the information that's provided there, you can go ahead and access it and register yourself. The ones above that says shared login, there absolutely no circumstances should you ever, ever, ever change the username and password or the agency information. It's like a community login, and we all need it. So while you're logging in, so am I, and so is Doc, and so is Susan, and so is everyone else logging in to Club Med or Apple Vacation or Allegiant Air. So if you go in and you tamper with it, it'll hinder all of us and all of our bookings. So it's very important that you use the login and password to enter and then you can create your own individual profile once you get access. This is for you to get access, and in order for you to get access, you need InteleTravel's credentials, which are these logins. So it's very important that you guys do not change them. Once you get in, then you will be able to create your own personal login and password, and then you will not have to use that anymore, okay? So, and then, of course, if you have any questions, you can email InteleTravel at customerservice@inteletravel.com, and they'll be happy to answer your questions. And you can also register with other suppliers that you have to be invited to be registered, like Vax and Fairbuzz and Norwegian Central. You have to be invited, so InteleTravel would have to register you. So then you would have to contact them either by chat or email, okay? And where will you find that list? Usually it's in your emails on Mondays, but if you don't have time to check your email, you can log into your back office and scroll down in your dashboard area. You'll see 3 red boxes. The first red box will be the list there. You can click on it, and you'll have access to that list you just saw. And so I want to share with you guys some tools that we have for success. Okay, I call them Tool for Success. Ensemble is one of them, a great tool for success, because here's why. You can go out there and you can shop for a package for your client. I wouldn't say Expedia and Priceline and all those, because we really don't use those. Or we can say your client can go out there and shop for a package and see a package and say, this is a great package. And you can say, let me check it out. And you can pull that package and hopefully possibly match it. Or you can go to an Ensemble and look for all the amenities and all the things in that package and more, because what Ensemble does is they enhance our packages. If you're searching for a package for your client, the first place that I would suggest you go is to Ensemble, because if for instance, these icons, if you see these icons in your search, when you put your search up, then you will know that it's an Ensemble. If this icon is up, you'll see that it's an Ensemble preferred partner. This icon with the star will show you that there's an exclusive offer there, or the ship icon will let you know that there's an Ensemble hosted cruise there. So those are additional amenities that your clients don't pay for, or you don't compromise your commissions for. You just enhance your client's package. They can't find that on whatever sites, because they don't have access to Ensemble. So this is an additional tool for success for us to help build better packages for our clients. And the presentation in Ensemble is amazing, of course. So once your clients I'll get to that in a little bit, but once they receive materials in Ensemble, they'll want to book with you. So I want you guys to really take some time to utilize that tool as well. They're targeting mail. Ensemble targeting mail. I didn't want to rush the slides, but this is so amazing, because when your clients receive this, they'll be amazed. I received it, and I was like, what is this? And I realized, oh, this is my company. I was shocked when I saw it. It was very amazing, and it made me want to go book. It made me want to go try river cruises and all these different things. So what Ensemble have is the targeted direct mail marketing for us agents, and it's no extra cost, guys. So, again, a lot of travel agents I've spoken to in the past and recently have advised me of how much money they have to shell out just to have their CRM, to manage their customers, and to prospect and all of that. It costs a lot. And here it is that we have access to Ensemble. So utilize this, guys, okay? Ensemble, you can find that in the Book Travel tab. Scroll all the way down to VIP Partner Exclusive, or you can scroll all the way down to the bottom of your dashboard, and you'll find VIP Partner Exclusive there. Click on it, and it'll take you to Ensemble. Another tool is the Quick Start Guide. This will really help you to navigate, especially you new travel agents, help you navigate your back office. This is how I will advise you to use this. Go to your Quick Start guide, go through each one, all 9 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, read all of them, and then go back to the one that resonates with you, where you are right now in your travel business. And this is for new agents and for seasoned agents, because even though you're not new, maybe you never had an opportunity to go into your Quick Start guide. So this is an opportunity for you to go through, read all of them, and then go back to the one that meets you where you are right now in your business. Work on that one, and then go on to the next and complete until all of them are completed. That's how you get that. You follow your Quick Start guide and use it as much as possible to help you be successful in your business. Another tool is InteleTravel Tutorial. For new agents, again, This is a great way for you to learn about different types of destinations. Maybe there's adventure travel or, couples travel or family travel or groups, girls group travel. You will learn from InteleTravel tutorial. You can go and browse by category or you can browse by supplier. Most of the times some of your clients may know the brand. They may be brand savvy and they may prefer certain brands to go to. Then you can search by suppliers. Some of your clients may want adventure travel, of some sort. You can go into adventure travel. You can watch a few videos, educate yourself. And if they ask a question, especially the great thing about social media is you don't have to respond right away. You can go do the research. You may get an email or an inbox saying, oh, you're a travel agent. So what do you specialize in? Do you do adventure travel? And you can be like, oh, my God, what is adventure travel? You just got started. You don't know, right? So then you go to your InteleTravel tutorial library and you go into adventure travel. Watch a couple of videos. Watch about 3 or 4 of them so that you can really understand. Because if you're fairly new, it has to resonate. So if you watch like 2 or 3 of them, or actually 4 videos, then you'll really have an understanding, and then you'll start to sound like an expert. So when you respond to them, they'll want to engage you even more because now you're giving them some really good information that maybe they've never heard before, and that will want to engage you more and ask you more questions, which is what you want. So this is a great way for you to look like the professional travel agent that you want everyone to know that you are. This is another tool for you to educate yourself on different types of destination specialist job categories in travel, okay? Another tool is the online marketing in our back office, the client newsletter and the email marketing. The client newsletter, I think it's really great. This is an example of one that I did. Don't try to read it, guys. It's kind of a little cheesy, but, it's fine. No, if you go in there, you'll see it'll generate a newsletter for you. But this is a great way for you to communicate with your clients. I would say don't sell in your newsletter. I would say get a little personal in your newsletter so that they can get to know who's behind that agent. Share recipes or share motivational quotes. That's a great one. Share travel tips. Great travel tips that you don't think that's out there enough that will help educate your traveler. They'll want to travel with you. They'll want to book with you because they'll say, this is an intelligent travel agent. He or she knows what they're talking about, and you want to attract people. So you want to find a little undermining way to attract them. Instead of pushing sales and pushing hot deals on them, you want to engage them a different way. Talk about maybe something that happened in current affairs with certain destinations somewhere. You can kind of keep it in travel if you want to, but you don't have to. But don't sell with your newsletters, okay? InteleTravel e-postcards. This is a great one, too. You can also, we send notes to people all the time. You can send notes to people using your e-postcard. Instead of going to, you go to your email anyway to go send somebody a note or message, go to your InteleTravel back office, pull up your e-card. We have blank ones, and we also have ones that's already scripted. You can pull up a blank one, and you can create a message, send a message to someone, and in the back of it, it'll remind them that you're a travel agent, and it'll also entice them to want to, maybe I should, this message that you sent me, I love this palm trees and these sunsets. You just make me want to book travel. I think I need to talk to you. People are like that. You know that. I know that. So why not position yourself for that response? You want them to come at you in a way where they're throwing themselves at you to book their travel. Like, please, everything that you do has a subtle way of inviting them to travel and to use you to book travel. So you can use all of these tools, tie them in to build your customer base. Again, you can share recipes with them. You can motivational quotes you can do as well. A little note. You want to send a note to someone, you can use those to send a note. It's a great way to let them know who you are as a profession. An attorney sends stuff on their letterheads and whatever, so you want to, if you have to send a note, you want to send it on a little travel card, a postcard, because you're a travel agent. It's what you do, right? So these are great tools for you to use as well. Here are some more. And with that, when you scroll down, when you go in there, you scroll down, you see a whole lot of different types. You can send them emails. They're great. They're also great, and you can use them to Bon voyage. If your clients are going on a cruise or if they're going on a vacation, you can send them a reminder using those. Great tools. Other tools that we have, these are tools for success. I say that because they protect you. The customer information form helps you to establish a relationship and know your clients, know their travel privileges. So utilize these forms. There are 3 questions usually in the bottom of these forms, and if you look at them, you'll have an idea of what the conversation should be. You should always take control of your conversations with your client. You listen to them, you listen to their needs and what they want, but you should always take a sense of control where you're able to always ask the questions as opposed to them asking you so many questions and getting into your travel business. You want them to tell you about their experiences, their past experiences, and what they want to experience in the future. So this form will help you with that when you go to the bottom. And then there's also an area there where you can, add your notes. But it's a great form if, you have clients who do not do layovers, they strictly do nonstop. You want to know that, because if they have a health condition, you don't want to put them on a flight that will have them stuck in an airport for 2 hours or 3 hours. So these are great forms to use. The credit card authorization form is the form in the middle. That form is, it protects us. So whenever we do a transaction for a client, you must always send this form to your clients and have them fill this form out. Now, here's the way that I use it effectively, I would say. Usually I'm booking for my clients and I'm sending them quotes. We're always sending them quotes. And finally, you send them a quote that they really fell in love with, and they're like, okay, Marcia, I really want this one. What is the deposit? What are the numbers? What are the specifics? And you tell them, you always end it with, okay, what I'm going to do, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to send you this form. I need for you to complete this form and send it back to me ASAP. This is the only way I'll be able to lock your rates in. Remember, I cannot lock your rates in without payment. And this is you giving me permission to charge your card. Trust me, they will say, no problem. Can you text it to me? Can you email it to me? I've never had anyone reject that form except this one lady. She's an older lady. She's in her 80s, and she says, I don't do all of that. You have to put it in the mail. So I had to put it in the mail, right, because I wanted her to sign it. But that was the only time. So I think that's a great way. You can find your own way, but always make sure that that's how you end it. You end that once they agree with that on that quote, you let them know, okay, the first thing that I'm going to do, I need to send you this form, fill it out ASAP, send it back to me so I can lock these rates in, because without payment, I can't lock these rates in, and they can go within a second, which they really can. You can go as you're booking it, it can go. So you want to that's a great way to use it. And then the travel insured form, it's another awesome form, because when you're creating a quote, you want to make sure that you add travel insurance in that quote. You do not want to send them a quote and it does not have travel insurance. Let them tell you they don't want it. Let them tell you to remove it. And then when they do, that's when you say, okay, well, I'm going to send you a form. You're going to have to go ahead and fill this form out for me and send it back, okay? And when you send them the form, they'll see the risk, they'll see the amount of their vacation, and then they'll see the risk, how much it costs to protect it. So it's kind of like a little psychological form. It plays a little psychological game with them. I know me as a traveler, if I have anything over $1,000, I'm getting travel protection, travel insurance. So and there are a lot of travelers out there like that. So, use that form. It's another way of upselling, because we get 20% commissions on insurance. So you want to make sure that you always include insurance in your quote, and let your clients tell you that they don't want it, and then remove it, and then send them that form so that they can fill it out, okay? Those are the ways that you use those forms. So why do people need a travel agent? Why do you need a travel agent? Well, travel agents makes it easy for you and saves you time and get you the best value for your travel dollar, indeed. Travel agents are experts on destinations, and they know the tricks of the trade. Travel agents have the right connections. You get a customized vacation built on your needs. Travel agents have your back throughout the entire experience. They give you peace of mind. Their passion is travel and helping you make lasting memories. travel agents enhance your total travel experience. So these are the things that people expect from us travel agents. So what are you doing as a travel agent? What are you doing to ensure that your client will be greeted with you as a travel agent covering all of this, being all of this? The only way that you can pretty much do that is educating yourself and setting goals. So we talk about education, and we're going to talk about setting little goals for you. So an evaluation is what you should always do with yourself. And the focus question is, what is your travel experience now? Okay? Where do you want to be in 5 years? So what you have to do is you have to take some time to imagine yourself being successful 5 years from now. So think about where you want to be 5 years from now. And how do you know you're going to be there? You're going to know that you're there when you're visually seeing yourself there doing certain things, like you cashing that check, like you're retired your husband or your wife or whatever the case may be. You want to visually see yourself there. When you can visualize it, then you know that those thoughts are out there for a reason, and you can bring it to fruition. You will have to put the work in. You will have to put the time in, okay? So how much time can you dedicate to your travel business? Daily, weekly, and monthly. Only you can decide that. Based on those visions that you have, where do you want to be in 5 years from now, and you visualize and you see yourself there, and you can literally see yourself, you can smell, you can taste, you can feel everything, then you have to know how much time are you willing to commit to your travel business, weekly, daily, and monthly. Then you want to set some travel goals, like cruises. How many cruises do you want to book for the year? Maybe it's group cruises, maybe it's FIT. I don't know. You have to set that goal. Set that goal. For new agents, you set a first-year goal, 1 year goal. For seasoned agents, set a 3-year goal. Find out how many you decide based on the time that you're going to dedicate to your travel business, daily, weekly, and monthly. You decide. That way it's no pressure for you. You're obligated to yourself, and it'll make you want to do it. Set the goal. How many cruises per month or per year do you want to book? How many group cruises? How many trips do you want to book overall per year? How many hotels do you want to book? You know, how many land trips you want to book? You set those goals and commit yourself to these goals, okay? And another question is, how much marketing do you want to do? And the funny thing is, you don't have to worry about marketing, because InteleTravel has all that marketing set aside for you guys, like I just shared with you guys earlier. So you want to make some time, take some time to really focus on this this slide. And ask yourself these questions seriously, guys. Ask yourself these questions, because I know this is something that I work on. And I see the growth. I see the growth over the past 2 years, 3 years. I've seen the growth by simply setting short-term goals and then setting long-term goals. And now I'm rolling into my 5-year goals. So, you know, set those goals, guys. You'll be surprised to see. I was just on a team call earlier, and, you know, one of my team members, she said, you know, she was very proud when she met her goal, and she went to the mirror and she checked it off, and she said that was the emotional moment in her life. It was not her hitting that rank or whatever it is. It was her accomplishing that goal and going to her mirror and literally checking it off because she did it. And that's the feeling that you get. So you want to take some time to really get into what you want to do, where your experiences are now. Hit the education that I shared with you earlier, because that'll give you the confidence to want to set those goals. Because now you know you're not just winging it, right? So you want to take some time to do that and dedicate it. I know you have day jobs and you have school and you have families and all of that, but you joined this business because of whatever reason. You want to learn how to travel, book travel. You want to make some super duper commissions. Whatever the goals are, you have to still dedicate your time to it. You have to invest your time into it, and you have to invest time in education. So you want to make sure that you get those goals down. And once you get those goals down, guys, it's going to be a breeze, I promise you. Okay, and this is really for new agents, for you to really get started the right way with your travel business. Set some goals. And if you guys want to talk to me about that later on, you can send me an email. We can go into detail about it, but I want to, that time, okay? I want to share some things with you guys. So taking your travel business to the next, taking your travel business to the next level. Find a niche, guys. I don't necessarily have a niche. I know I'm telling you to find a niche, but it's easier when you find a niche because you can focus on it and you can help build your goals up. Specifically, let's talk about cruising. I'm in cruise mode. I just got off a cruise and I'm booking cruises, so I'm in cruise mode. Find a niche. Destination weddings, special clubs. Let's say you book some group cruises. You can book Harley-Davidson cruises or Star Wars cruises. There are so many different groups out there but find a niche. Maybe it's destination weddings. Maybe it's family reunions. Maybe it's corporate travel. I don't know. I chose cruises because cruising is where a lot of the money is. So I chose that, and I wanted to also educate myself on cruises. But I know all across the board, I learned about every aspect of travel. Every component of travel I've educated myself on. I found a niche after I educated myself. So I don't want to confuse you new agents. I want you to get your education on, but as you're getting your education on, think about what really tickles you more, what makes you feel like, oh my gosh. You know, when you get to that, you're like, okay, that's probably your niche in that area. Maybe it's touring Italy, and, you know, maybe it's Europe. You know, you just want to focus on booking European trips to baby boomers or millennials. I don't know, but you find your niche, and that's going to be based on your environment and your network. Okay. There's also autism cruises, girls trips, sororities. So you can definitely, you know, based on your networking, your environment, what's around you, and the people that you have around you, you can really come into your own niche based on the feedback and the response that you get from them. Add a skill to your niche. If you're a fashion designer, you have a certain style that will complement your travel business. Like maybe you can create a funky scarf or maybe a funky designing hat or whatever it is, because you're a fashion designer. You can do that, right? Create it and have it so that it can tie into your travel business. So when you're wearing it, it's a conversation piece. And people will want to have a conversation with you, and you will already have your segue into your travel business tied into it because it was a specific intent. You made it because you knew that you'll have, you know, when you wear this particular brooch or this scarf or this hat or whatever it is or this tie, that you'll always have a conversation and it'll always lead to you introducing your travel business to that person. So that's a great way for you to add a skill to your niche, right? Maybe you're a nail technician, and maybe you can put little cruise ships or little airplanes or whatever on your fingernails, and you're out and about the bank or wherever, and they're like, oh, your nail's so cute. Oh, yes, I'm a travel agent. Oh, you are? I didn't know they had those anymore. Most of the times people say that. And then you can go into the conversation of why people really need a travel agent. I love when they say that because that's when I really get to go in and share with them, and this is part of me educating myself so that I can go in whenever anyone comes with something negative. I come back with all the positive reasons why they better have a travel agent, right? So that's another way to use, if you're a nail technician, create a design with a travel theme, and it'll become a conversation piece. Members only clubs, join members only club. Be the only member that's a travel agent. I don't know how many of you went to ITQ in January in Orlando. Stephanie, I believe her name was. She was one of the top travel agents with InteleTravel, and she was on the panel. They had a conversation with her, and she made it very clear that all the members-only clubs that she has joined, she makes sure that she is the only travel agent in that club. So she's that person that everyone will go to for every trip. And when there's a club trip, an overall club trip, members-only club trip, she will be the person doing all the booking. So she's really positioned herself where people will naturally come to her. Small businesses with incentive trips for employees. There are a lot of them out there, a lot of them on social media. I found a few on social media to book for. So, you know, you can get out there and you can have conversations with people when you're out and about. Let them know what you do. Let them know that you're a travel business owner, and you will be happy to service all of their travel needs. Let them know. Sell your business. And this is a great way to do it. Customer relations. You want to achieve one-on-one marketing, okay? You want to do that. How do you do that? You discover the benefits of a CRM, which is a customer relationship management. Now, I've had conversations, and I always have conversations with travel agents all different types of travel agents. And I love to ask questions to hear feedback, especially those that have been in business for a very long time. I like having conversations with them because they enlighten me with the old school and the new school. And so, but one thing that stays the same is the tools, the successful tools. And they spend a lot of money on the CRMs that they use. Okay, and most independent travel agents, you have to, if you want to maintain your customers, your clients, and have an idea of when their birthdays are, when their next trip is, and what to send to them, and where they like to travel, and all of this stuff, all of that's what CRMs do, and it really helps us. So when you have a CRM, it's really easier for you to manage your customers. Think of it as a loyalty app on your phone, okay? How does a loyalty app benefit you? Why do vendors use these apps? They use them because they track you. They track how much you shop, what you buy, when you're going to buy it, how much money you spend. That's what they do. And so that's what a CRM is like. It helps you to keep track of your clients so that you don't have to really go like on a notebook and flip the pages and can't remember because you didn't write it down, you know, things like that. So the purpose of a CRM is to achieve the one-on-one marketing, pinpoint each of your client's profile, divide and segment to target your sales and marketing efforts. It also allows you to customize sales, services, and marketing for your clients' benefits, okay? And here's the great thing. Well, I'll tell you in a second. What type of information do you want to capture? You want to capture your client's travel history. You want to capture the demographics and the psychographics. You want to capture their travel budget range. You want to find out if they have any travel companions, including children's names, ages, birthdays, anniversary dates, and special occasions. And this is how a successful agent sends birthdays. And, you know, when you send birthday cards or anniversary cards to your client, they're so surprised and they're so impressed because they can't believe that you actually were listening to them and that you actually knew and remembered their children's birthdays, their children's names, their anniversaries, and they only mention it to you once. That's because you were taking notes, you were listening to them, you used the customer information form that I shared with you earlier, and you captured that information. And now you have access to knowing when their special days are, and you can send cards and you can send special things to be that awesome travel agent that you are. Okay? Passport data information, their hobbies, their interests, their bucket list, their future experiences they want to experience. You want to know all of that, so you capture that information, and that's what you use into your CRM. But here's the great thing about all of that. We don't have to do any of that because we have Ensemble's target mail. All we have to do is get our client's name, telephone number, email address, and their physical address. And if you have 50 or more clients, all you have to do is send them in there, and Ensemble will take care of everything. They'll know what their travel preferences are, what they like to do, whether they like to adventure travel or they just like to relax at the spa. Then they'll send them those tools and those materials that is to their preference. So if they're seniors and they like to river cruise, then they'll get river cruise brochures and stuff like that. So that's great, and you don't have to do it. All you have to do is keep your lines clear, open, so that when your clients are calling you because they received these awesome information from Ensemble, they're ready to book, then they'll call you and book. So that's a great way for you to also build your clientele. Get all your people's information, all your clients' information, and send it over to them and have them send it out to your clients. It will really help you because Ensemble does not encourage you, our clients to book with suppliers. Ensemble encourages our clients to book with us. Our information is on that mailing that they receive, so they know to contact us, okay? So it's a great tool for us to use, and you don't have to worry about going out and purchasing a CRM system that costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and then you have to maintain them. Ensemble will do all of that for you. So I think that's a great tool. And then I want to talk to you about travel insurance and why sell travel insurance. It's beneficial that your clients invest in a plan, especially when policies are very, very low. So like $1,000 is anywhere from between $49 and $79. A $1,200 vacation package, you know, it's average $60 to $70 more. You know, it's not that expensive. It's not expensive at all, actually. To me, I think it's more than worth it because you can cancel for no reason and get your $1,200 back simply by paying $60. You're not going to get your $60 back, but you'll get $1,200 back, as opposed to not having it at all and something happening and you're just out of $1,200 completely, okay? So it's a great reason for you to sell travel insurance and educate your clients on the benefits of having travel insurance. Cancel for no reason. Clients feel trapped due to lack of information. Agents should send clients information to review. There's so much information. In Travel Insured, they have information that you can actually click and it says email, and just email it. I email everything to myself. Email it to yourself and then forward it to your clients from your email. That's a great way to inform them of what, for them to take a look at the travel insurance information. Agents should be sure that you're selecting the best policy suitable for your client's needs. Try not to get so caught up in commissions. Yeah, don't get so caught up in the 20% commissions. Get more caught up in the insurance policy that's best suitable for your clients. If maybe there's an autism child, special needs child, or a senior, or maybe someone with medical conditions, you want to make sure that you find out all that information back to the customer information form, where if you use it, you'll know all the needs of your clients, and you'll know what policy to place them in or what information to send them to encourage them to buy that policy, because then they'll see things that are relatable to them, and then they'll say, yes, this is the perfect policy. They wouldn't need to search anymore because you sent them exactly what you know they'll want. That is the actions of a great travel agent, okay? So you want to make sure you do that. Vacation suppliers' plans may be more beneficial to your client's needs. So do some research. Sometimes it may be best to just get that all-in-one that Vax has or Funjet or whoever. I'm just using them as an example, compared to insured, because maybe travel insured doesn't have the right policy for your clients. So for your clients, maybe your clients are looking to lower their budget, and the all-in-one will help lower their budget. So you may not be able to use the travel insured ones. You can use the all-in-one. But keep in mind, you probably won't be able to get commissions for that. You're only helping your clients to lower their budget. So you have to really think as an agent which insurance is better for your clients, and that is the one you purchase. Never, ever make a decision on travel insurance based on commissions for yourself, okay? Because we're here to serve our clients. So did you know that 94% of the policies sold in the U.S. are for travel insurance? However, only about 30% of travelers purchase travel protection. Travel insurance on average represents about 5% of the total trip cost, and 1 out of 6 Americans have their trips derailed by illness or other natural disasters. And sadly, they don't have travel protection, so all their money went down the drain. I had a little incident in Cuba this week, and I missed my tour. My son missed his tour. However, I had travel insurance on the tour. Yeah. You didn't know you could do that, Ken, did you? Yeah. I bought travel insurance, actually, not protection, travel insurance, and was able to get my money back. So it's great. And it was only $25. The tour was $200. Are you kidding me? You can keep that $25 and give me my $200 back, right? So it's worth it, guys. And we should really educate our clients so that they can understand it. When they understand it, you will not have a problem selling it to them. And whenever you include it in your quote, they'll never remove it, okay? Believe me when I tell you that. So I wanted to share with you guys activities. You guys, I don't know if you know this. This is kind of the new thing to the 3.0, as you can see there. The activity tabs in Book Travel, the activity tabs, they really have some great things, and I want to share with you. I went in there and I put in the Giza, Egypt, the Giza tour, and there I found it. It was amazing. I mean, they have so many different activities in London, Italy. Even the country that I'm from, I went in there, put Guyana in there. They have Kiteshore Falls, which is one of the largest waterfalls in the world. They have the helicopter rides there and all these all these amazing in our back office, guys. And the great thing about it is that our commissions are already tied into it. So when you go searching for Maybe you've already purchased a package for your client and they came to the last minute because you didn't ask them what they wanted to do while they were there, and they came and told you, you know, Marcia, I want to do some things and blah, blah, blah. You can go into your back office and go in there, go into keyword, put what it is that they were looking for, if it's a play or whatever it is. Or I like to do find things too. I like to fill out all the information so that I can get exact results pertaining to my client's dates and location where they want to go, what they want to do. So I usually use this area down here. As you can see, I put the dates and stuff in to get the information that I have here. But I think it's really cool, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. It'll give you information, of course, the reviews. They have reviews. People will tell you what their experiences are or were. And then you can add it to your cart and purchase it. So I think that was pretty cool. And that is the end of the presentation part. And I wanted to dive in real quick to our back office and give you guys a quick test drive, if you guys don't mind. You have any questions? I don't think I have you guys on mute at all. But you guys have been so quiet. You're awesome. Let me share with you guys our back office, our newest back office. And what I think is really cool, about this, guys, and I know it doesn't look much different, but what I think is really cool about this, and I know lots of you guys are going to like this, I like it. I think that this really is really, really cool. And I'll open the lines in a second for questions if you guys haven't. Actually, the lines are open, so you guys can speak. I never muted it. So you go in here and you launch your cruise, and I don't even know if I can share this with you guys. I know that ambassadors have access to it, and I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble or not. I'm not going to get in trouble. I think that this is so cool, guys. So you want to book a cruise, right? So do you want to go to Eastern Caribbean, Western Caribbean, Southern Caribbean? Where do you want to go? So let's go to Eastern Caribbean. And what port do you want to leave out of? My computer's just always moving. So I think this free conference call, because it doesn't move this slow in the norm. I book travel out of here. So what departure port do you want to leave out of? Miami, Boston, Baltimore? Where do you want to go? Leave out of. And then it'll let you know, based on the Baltimore port, Carnival Cruise Line is out of there. Or based on a Boston port, Norwegian Cruise Line is out of there. Or based out of Miami's departure port, and all these cruise lines I think this is so cool, guys. Is it just me, or is it just me? But I spent a lot of time in here today because I'm booking another cruise, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is awesome, because it was not like this before. So then you can hit reset, and it'll reset everything. But this is pretty much what I did. I just went to Eastern Caribbean, out of Miami. I'm going Carnival this time, and that's the whole thing right there. I wanted to know which one that I'll do, but I'll try the Horizon because that's the new one, right? And then, of course, it'll tell you the dates that the Horizon is traveling. And this is what I like, because it really narrows down our search, and especially new agents who are not very familiar with the cruise thing, and you don't know which ship goes where and who does what. This is a great way for you to narrow down with your dates and have an idea. Okay, these are the ships that sail out of Miami or out of New York on Carnival on these dates for these nights. I think this is a great platform to get started with. So I hope that, you guys, when you guys get access to it, you'll be happy like I am, but I know I am. Oh, got a question. 1 second. Oh. No question anymore? Yeah, so the Horizon, and then let's pick a date, let's say April 2019. They have a 7 to 9 night sailing there. Let's search for that and see what comes up. So now the itinerary comes up here, and it's really unique because now you can break it down right here. What I usually do is just click on the sailing, and go to the sailing dates right here. The itinerary comes up right here that tells you day 1, where it leaves out of Miami at 4 p.m., day 2 at sea, day 3, they go to Grand Turk from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., day 4, they're in San Juan, Puerto Rico from 1, and so on and so on. And so you get to see all of it, and you get to see the sailing dates. And inside cabin, outside cabin, balcony suites, taxes, fees, and port expenses, $129 per person. You get to see the policies here. Everything is right here. I think it's very neat. And this is part of our new platform that I think is pretty cool. And I love the fact that it tells you which ship goes to which destination. That I think is very neat, and it opens up in its own page, so you can always close it back out and go back to your home page, and then you can go back here and do a reset. So I think that that's pretty cool, and I thought I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, well, open up the lines for any questions. I have to wrap it up. I have an 11 o'clock meeting, but I want to answer you guys' questions. If you guys have any questions, I would be happy to answer them. And the Q&A is open, so if you guys want to ask any questions, you can. This is the activities that I was showing you guys. I'm just going to do that until you guys, if you guys don't have any questions. And they have like a lot of events and festivals and whatnot coming up, and so you can go in there. And maybe your clients didn't book with you. Maybe they booked with someone else, but they won activities. You can still go in here and pull activities up from every country, as you guys can see. Where's Africa? Am I moving too fast? No, there's no Africa. There is Africa. There's the different countries in Africa. Okay, I see them there. I see them. I see Ghana. I see all of them. Okay. Let's see Jamaica, man. You guys do Jamaica a lot, so this would be fun. So you have Kingston, Mobay, Negril, or Ochi, or Runaway Bay. I think Negril is awesome. And then you can just put the dates in. We have 3 minutes. So you guys better come with your questions. Do recommend a who, what? I see you, lady. Do I recommend a ground trip or a cruise for a European group trip? I would find out what they've been on, if they've been on if they've ever been there at all, and I would find out what type of people they are, what they prefer, and then I'll make a decision and I'll present it to them. So if they've never been to Europe before, I would ask them that, and then I'll ask them if they've ever been on a cruise before, and if I can merge the two, then I'll merge the two. Put them on a Mediterranean tour cruise. They cruise a lot? Well, we don't have to, Velma, we don't have to add the CRM form to our database. What we do is we go into our back office and we go into our email marketing section and go into Ensemble's direct mail and email campaign, and then follow the procedures there. They'll tell you how to create the list with your client's information and submit it to them, and they will do it all for you. So we don't have to do any of that. Okay, so they've never been to Europe, but they cruised a lot. So maybe they wouldn't want to do a cruise there, so definitely do a ground tour. So I would book their package, and then I'll come in here and see what I can find in here to tie into their package, a ground tour. They have them in here. Because I found a ground tour in London. I think it was going from London to Paris. Yeah. So you want to definitely, give it a try. Give it a try and do that. Okay, guys, it's 11 o'clock, and I hate to leave, but I got to go. I like hanging out with you guys on Thursdays, and I know I was out of the country last week. I had a blast, guys. Oh, my gosh. Cuba was amazing. It really was. Very amazing. A very nice place. Not going to say anything on here because I have to put this on YouTube, and YouTube might just kick me off because I'm not going to say anything that's going to be agreeable with CNN and all those news places because it's not what I saw. I didn't see not a piece of trash on the ground. I didn't see people that were poor. I saw people that were healthy. They looked just like you and I. They wore fine clothes like us. I didn't see poverty. I didn't see any of that. You know, I saw something totally different. I saw a very proud people. Very amazing, very interesting, and I would love to go again. So, yeah. But we'll talk about that. This is training. You guys have no questions? Okay, we'll be wrapping it up. It's 11, and I do have a meeting to get to. So I thank you guys again for joining. I hope that this was informative for you. If you have any questions, you have my email address, and most of you have my telephone number. You can reach me, and I'll be happy to help you. Doc, I got you. I had to do this training, and I was so busy, but I got you. Okay? Take care. Thank you for joining.